The video was only 12 seconds long. 12 seconds. But according to the internet, that was enough to destroy friendships, expose secrets, and turn social media into a battlefield overnight. A crowded VIP section. Flashing lights. Loud music. A blurry figure leaning a little too close to someone they weren't supposed to. Then suddenly, one dangerous rumor exploded across every platform. Claressa Shields had allegedly been caught cheating. Nobody knew where the clip originally came from. Some claimed it was leaked intentionally. Others believed someone sold it behind the scenes. But once the blogs reposted it, the damage was already done. And then came Remy Ma's response. Cold.
Calm.
Almost too calm. Everything done in the dark eventually reaches light. That single sentence froze the internet. Fans instantly assumed she was talking about Claressa. Reaction channels started going live within minutes. TikTok pages added dramatic music over screenshots. Every old friendship moment between them suddenly looked fake in hindsight. Meanwhile, Claressa stayed silent. No denial. No explanation. No live stream defending herself. Just silence. And sometimes silence makes rumors louder than words ever could. But the deeper people looked into the situation, the messier it became. Because now fans weren't just asking whether cheating happened. They were asking something far worse. Who betrayed who first? The internet loves a scandal. Especially when emotions, loyalty, and celebrity friendships collide at the same time. The rumors surrounding Claressa Shields started quietly at first. A small gossip page posted blurry screenshots from what looked like a private party somewhere in Atlanta. Nothing was clear. Faces were hard to identify. Music drowned out most of the audio. But social media detectives immediately went to work. Within hours, people claimed the woman in the clip was Claressa. Others insisted the mystery man beside her was someone connected to people close to Remy Ma and Papoose. No proof existed. That didn't matter. Emotion always spreads faster than evidence online. By morning, hashtags started trending. Reaction pages reposted edited versions of the clip with dramatic captions. Fans zoomed into jewelry, clothing, and tattoos trying to confirm identities. And once people emotionally commit to a narrative, every blurry detail suddenly becomes proof. Meanwhile, Claressa continued posting workout clips like normal. Heavy punches hitting pads. Early morning training sessions. Focused energy. No mention of rumors. That silence confused people. Normally, public figures shut down false narratives quickly, especially allegations serious enough to damage reputations. But Claressa said nothing. And the longer she stayed quiet, the louder the internet became. Then Remy Ma posted. It wasn't a direct statement. Not technically. Just a dark photo with a caption that read, "Loyalty reveals itself when temptation enters the room." That was enough. Everything exploded instantly. Fans flooded the comments asking if she was talking about Claressa. Bloggers posted headlines treating the caption like a full confession. Livestream hosts began debating whether Remy had confirmed the cheating rumors without actually naming anyone. Suddenly, this wasn't just gossip anymore. It became emotional warfare online. People started revisiting old interviews between Remy Ma and Claressa. Clips that once looked friendly now felt tense to viewers searching for hidden meaning. A joke during a podcast became shade. An awkward pause during another interview became proof something had been wrong for months. The internet rebuilt history in real time. Meanwhile, Papoose remained almost completely silent publicly. No captions. No interviews addressing the rumors. Nothing. That silence became suspicious too. Fans began speculating about everyone's relationship dynamics. Some claimed Claressa had grown too close to certain people behind the scenes. Others believed social media was creating a fake triangle for entertainment purposes. But emotionally, audiences already felt invested. And once emotions drive the narrative, logic rarely catches up. Then another clip surfaced online. This one showed Claressa leaving a private venue late at night while paparazzi shouted questions about the cheating rumors. Cameras flashed aggressively as reporters followed her toward a waiting SUV. Did Remy Ma expose you? Are the rumors true? Was the friendship fake? Claressa stopped for a second. Just 1 second. Her expression looked exhausted more than angry, like someone overwhelmed by noise they couldn't control anymore. Then she quietly said, "People believe what they want." That sentence spread everywhere within minutes. Supporters praised her composure. Critics claimed she avoided denying the allegations directly. Bloggers called it telling without telling. Again, audiences heard whatever matched their emotions. As pressure grew online, insiders allegedly started leaking stories to gossip blogs. One blogger claimed tensions between Claressa and people connected to Remy had already existed privately long before the cheating rumors surfaced. Another claimed certain friendships became strained because of loyalty issues behind closed doors. None of it was verified. Still, millions believed every word. Because internet culture no longer waits for confirmation. It rewards whoever creates the strongest emotional storyline first. And emotionally, this story had everything. Friendship, betrayal, rumored cheating, cryptic captions, painful silence. The public became obsessed. Meanwhile, Claressa looked increasingly drained during appearances. Fans noticed her smile disappearing quicker during interviews. Her energy felt guarded now, less playful, more defensive. Even supporters admitted something emotionally heavy seemed to be happening behind the scenes. Then came the podcast moment that changed everything. The host asked Claressa a simple question about fake people in the entertainment industry. She laughed softly at first. Then her expression changed completely. "The hardest betrayal," she said quietly, "comes from people you thought genuinely cared about you." The room froze. And just like that, the internet found a brand new narrative to chase. After that interview, the situation became impossible to control. Every platform exploded with theories. Some fans believed Claressa was secretly exposing Remy Ma for turning against her publicly. Others claimed Remy's cryptic posts were proof she felt personally betrayed. Meanwhile, Papooses' silence became its own mystery online. People started treating social media like a courtroom. Every caption became evidence. Every interview became testimony. Every facial expression became part of the case. Then late one night, Claressa went live unexpectedly. No filters. No glamorous lighting. Just exhaustion sitting visibly across her face. Thousands joined within seconds. At first she talked about training camp, discipline, and staying mentally focused during difficult moments. But viewers flooded the comments with questions about Remy and the cheating rumors nonstop. Eventually she paused. The silence lasted several seconds. Then she finally spoke. "It's crazy how fast people switch on you without knowing the truth." The live stream comments exploded immediately. Fans clipped the moment and reposted it across TikTok, YouTube, and Twitter before the live stream even ended. Reaction channels titled videos like "The situation had officially become war." But Claressa never directly denied cheating. And she never directly attacked Remy either. That uncertainty kept the internet emotionally hooked. Meanwhile, Remy Ma appeared on a podcast around the same time.
Calm, composed,
unbothered on the surface. The host eventually brought up loyalty and fake friendships. Remy smiled slightly before answering. "Everybody exposes themselves eventually. You don't always have to do anything." That sentence spread faster than wildfire. Again, no names were mentioned. But the timing made audiences believe everything was connected. Suddenly the story evolved beyond cheating rumors. Now people believed hidden resentment, jealousy, and betrayal had been building privately for months. Bloggers started claiming Claressa felt abandoned publicly by people she trusted. Others alleged Remy believed certain boundaries had been crossed behind the scenes. No evidence surfaced. Still, fans emotionally chose sides anyway, because the story felt personal now. Then came another viral moment. Paparazzi caught Remy leaving an event while reporters shouted Claressa's name repeatedly. At first she ignored them. Then just before entering her car, she smiled briefly and said, "Truth don't need defending." That sentence created another social media explosion overnight. Supporters called it iconic. Critics called it manipulative. Others argued audiences were projecting hidden meaning onto vague comments again. But nobody slowed down long enough to consider something important. What if nobody outside the situation truly understood what was happening? The emotional pressure continued building publicly. Claressa looked increasingly frustrated during appearances. Her interviews became shorter. Her social media activity became less personal. Fans noticed she stopped interacting publicly with certain people entirely. And emotionally, audiences interpreted that as confirmation something had broken behind the scenes. Then came the most emotional moment yet. During another interview, Claressa was asked whether public betrayal changes how you trust people. For several seconds, she said nothing, then quietly answered, "Sometimes people already decided who you are before you even get the chance to explain yourself." Her eyes looked watery when she said it. That changed public opinion immediately. Suddenly, viewers weren't just chasing drama anymore. Many began sympathizing with how emotionally overwhelming the situation looked becoming for everyone involved. Because regardless of rumors, one thing felt real:
Pain.
the internet started realizing how dangerous viral narratives can become once millions emotionally participate in them. Still, nobody truly knew the truth. Maybe the cheating rumors were exaggerated. Maybe friendships genuinely collapsed privately. Maybe social media turned misunderstandings into entertainment. But emotionally, the damage had already happened. And the longer nobody fully addressed things directly, the deeper audiences fell into speculation. That's the terrifying power of online culture now. Silence becomes confession. Emotion becomes evidence. And perception becomes stronger than facts. The internet expected a final explosion. A live stream exposing secrets, screenshots, voice notes, public screaming. Instead, the story slowly collapsed under the weight of exhaustion. Weeks after the rumors first exploded, the emotional tone shifted completely. The excitement faded. The constant reaction videos slowed down. And for the first time, people started realizing how little actual proof existed behind the biggest accusations. Then Claressa gave the interview that changed everything. This time, she looked calmer. Still hurt, still tired, but calmer. The host carefully asked whether she regretted responding emotionally to public pressure. Claressa looked down briefly before answering. "I think people forget celebrities are human too," she said softly. "Sometimes you're trying to survive emotionally while the world turns your pain into entertainment." The room became completely silent. That answer hit differently, because suddenly the story stopped feeling like gossip. It felt human. She didn't confirm cheating allegations. She didn't accuse Remy Ma directly. She didn't expose anybody. Instead, she spoke about pressure, judgment, misunderstanding, and how painful it feels watching strangers create narratives about your personal life without knowing the full truth. The internet reacted differently this time. Less excitement, more reflection. Meanwhile, Remy Ma also addressed online drama during a separate appearance. Calm and composed, she spoke about social media culture creating false realities from incomplete information. "People online build entire stories from fragments," she said. "And then they treat assumptions like facts." Again, no direct names. No direct attack. No confirmation. But audiences finally started slowing down emotionally. For weeks, millions had treated cryptic captions and emotional interviews like evidence in a trial nobody fully understood. Now people began realizing how easily viral culture transforms uncertainty into certainty. And maybe that was the real lesson hidden underneath all the chaos. Because while fans debated sides online, real people were carrying emotional consequences privately. Claressa gradually returned focus to training and career growth. Workout videos replaced emotional live streams. Public appearances became more confident again. Fans noticed the difference immediately. Not because she looked happier, because she looked lighter. Like someone finally stepping away from internet noise. Remy Ma also shifted attention back toward music and business moves instead of social media attention. The cryptic posts slowed down. The emotional reactions disappeared. And Papoose? He remained mostly silent through everything until the very end. During a brief interview, he finally addressed public drama generally. "You can't explain yourself to people committed to misunderstanding you." That quote spread quietly online. Not explosively, just thoughtfully. because by then, audiences were emotionally tired too. Another celebrity scandal had already replaced this one in headlines. That's how quickly internet culture moves now. One week you're trending everywhere. The next week people barely remember the details. But emotional scars last longer than trends. And perhaps that's the saddest part of modern fame. People no longer experience heartbreak privately. They experience it while millions watch, judge, react, and monetize every emotional moment. In the end, nobody truly won. Not Claressa, not Remy, not the internet. Because even unconfirmed rumors leave lasting damage once public perception decides somebody must be guilty. And maybe the truth was never as simple as social media wanted it to be. Maybe friendships became strained. Maybe misunderstandings grew larger online than they ever were privately. Or maybe everyone involved simply became trapped inside a narrative too powerful to stop once it started spreading. Either way, one thing became clear. The loudest stories online often begin with the smallest pieces of information. And sometimes, the people inside those stories are still trying to heal long after the internet moves on. This story reminds us how quickly social media can turn uncertainty into judgment. A blurry clip, a cryptic caption, or a single emotional moment can suddenly become a viral narrative seen by millions of people worldwide. And once emotions take over online, facts often struggle to catch up. Whether you believe Claressa Shields was misunderstood, whether you think Remy Ma's responses carried hidden meaning, or whether you feel the internet exaggerated the entire situation, one thing is clear. Public pressure affects real lives. Behind every trending headline are real emotions, real friendships, and real people trying to survive intense public scrutiny while strangers debate their personal lives for entertainment. If this story made you think differently about internet culture and celebrity rumors, share your opinion in the comments below. Do you think public figures should respond directly to viral accusations? Or does silence sometimes protect peace better than explanations ever could? And if you enjoy cinematic storytelling and emotional deep dives into celebrity headlines, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more powerful stories behind the viral moments. Because sometimes the biggest damage comes not from proven facts, but from the stories people decide to believe first.